I, with my Emmett Docs Brown's glasses or loop, I knew I wasn't going to be able to let this thing go damaged. I had to investigate this to try to find out the root cause of it. And overall, what I did was actually get the board view files, the board view and the schematics files for this. And I was trying to follow along on the schematics and trying to find also the way to see if I could find the source of the problem. And that led me to, well, the diagram is a little bit soft, so faint, so it'll be hard, but basically what we have here is one of the lines that all these lines on this computer actually need to start off. When you power on with the external adapter, they power on parts of the computer waiting for you to press the power button. And in one of these sections, I verified many sections, more than 20 different places in it. And all of these sections, which was supposed to have a power-up signal to the main chipset to power up the entire system, it's actually very, very low. I was looking at this signal in here, and then I go to the whole board here with the help of the board view, and of course my loop as well. I can find the exact place where this guy should have been. I have it here. I'm not sure. Oh, sorry. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to see, but it's 0.334 volts. Okay, and this thing actually, when you power on the device, when you reset the device, it goes down to 0 for a while, and then it goes back up, and the device should start right from here, but it is not. And I was able to make it start once. I don't think I'm going to be able to start it again now, because I was testing many things. However, that voltage should be at least 1 volt for proper operation, for proper startup of the equipment. And that led me, this whole investigation led me to some discussions on badcaps.net that actually talk exactly like this. And sorry, it's again a little bit soft, but faint, but this guy here, it's a power regulator that actually generates this, and it actually is triggered by it, by the reset button, and it should generate the voltage right on its output here. And the discussion at Bad Caps talks about this capacitor as being a common point failure of these computers. So this capacitor is just a single capacitor that is probably old, and is loading this line here. So when the computer tries to start up, it can never reach to 1 volt properly. It always reaches to the 0.3 volts that we're actually seeing. So without this voltage present, the computer can never start. So what I have to do, remove the board again, replace the capacitor, and see if the board starts. That gives me a lot of confidence that this thing will actually power up. Let's see. At this point, what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove everything, and board things. Everything else was already out because I was trying to offload the board as much as I could. Going to remove everything, take the board out of the computer, and power it separately, or meaning through the connector in here. Try to find a way to power the board and test the theory. Let's see how successful I am. I will come back to this video, to this computer still. Hopefully we'll get a working computer. Albeit old, it's still a very nicely done computer. Okay, be right back. Alright, the board is flipped, but now to the greedy details. This is the capacitor in question that it seems to be failing pretty badly. However, keep in mind, this is the capacitor, but the vast majority of capacitors of the same value, kind of big, right? So they're a lot bigger than that. So what I have to do, so here are the pads, see the shiny parts here? The pads that are in relationship to the capacitor down there. The capacitor there is a lot smaller. However, I have space here to scrape the board, the top protective coat, so I can create an island, a pad, to actually solder this longer capacitor in here, and everything should be work fine. This is actually, the capacitor seems to be defective. I did a retest, and that's the that's my surgery that I'll have to do. First, it'll be hard to show this on camera, but I'll come back with the end result of this crazy fix. Well, moment of truth. I reassembled just the bare minimum with the 2 fins. Didn't even put the screws, just put bare minimum screws, the memory and whatnot. And I need to find my screwdriver. There you go. Screwdriver to use to set the power button. Let's see, the power button is here because the keyboard itself is disconnected. Let's see. Oh, am I doing contact? Am I making contact with the wrong thing? I don't know. I don't know. There you go. Took a while. Great. It is running. There's no video, there's no hard drive, there's no nothing. It's just put it the bare minimum. But the whole thing is working. Okay, so now then turn it off the proper way, not just unplugging everything. There you go. Perfect. So it's powering up. Hopefully there's nothing else, but so far, great. Well, a dwindling capacitor, tiny little bit one here, took down this entire machine. It's just the complexities of life. And now the thing works. Just press it and it goes. Off it goes. The noise. I reduced the volume so it's not doing the sound, the Apple sound, but it's working out. Well, with a multimeter and several hours of investigation, couldn't resist. It was too tempting to bring this guy back to life. Although old, it is a pretty decent machine. So let's see, that reaches us to the conclusion of this. I still need to check with my friends about what they're going to do with the battery. The battery is pretty swollen a little bit. It's pretty swollen here. So I was told it doesn't hold charge anymore. So it might be something to consider, not even getting this. So let's see how it goes. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this journey, with ups and downs, and see you next time.